Let me ask you something that might sting. If nobody ever forced you, if nobody ever checked on you, if nobody ever pushed you, would you still become who you say you want to be? Or are your dreams only alive when someone is watching? Sit with that. Because the uncomfortable truth is this. You don't lack talent. You don't lack opportunity. You don't even lack time. You lack discipline. And deep down, you know it. Not because you're lazy. Not because you're incapable. But because you've been negotiating with your own potential. And every time discipline knocks, you say, tomorrow. Tomorrow when I feel better. Tomorrow when I'm more motivated. Tomorrow when it's more convenient. But tomorrow has been robbing you blind. I know the voice in your head. The one that whispers. What if I try, and fail? What if I give it everything, and I'm still not enough? What if they were right about me? Self-doubt doesn't scream. It's quiet. It's subtle. It disguises itself as logic. It says, rest a little longer. You deserve a break. You'll start next week. And you believe it. Because trying fully is terrifying. Because discipline exposes you. If you commit completely. If you give everything. Then there are no more excuses. Then it's just you and the truth. And that's scary. You scroll instead of building. You plan instead of executing. You consume instead of creating. Not because you don't care. But because you're afraid to find out how powerful you really are. Let me say this clearly. Your problem is not motivation. Motivation is cheap. It comes and goes. It's emotional. Discipline is identity. Discipline is who you are when no one claps. When no one notices. When no one cares. Self-doubt says, wait until you feel confident. Discipline says, move anyway. Self-doubt says, you're not ready. Discipline says, you become ready by doing. Self-doubt says, what if you fail? Discipline says, what if you don't? You are stuck between who you are and who you could be. And the only bridge between those two people is discipline. There comes a moment in every life where you stop asking for permission, where you stop waiting for clarity, stop waiting for validation, stop waiting for perfect conditions, and you decide. Not loudly, not dramatically, but internally. A decision so quiet and so dangerous that it changes everything. I will no longer betray myself. That's it. No more snoozing the alarm when your goals are calling. No more shrinking when fear shows up. No more half effort. You either want a different life, or you don't. Because the truth, your current results are a reflection of your current discipline. Not your dreams. Not your intentions. Your discipline. So wake up. Wake up before your potential becomes regret. Wake up before one day becomes I wish. Wake up before you look back at your life and realize you were capable of more. But you chose comfort instead. Comfort is killing you slowly. Discipline saves you violently. Discipline wakes you up at 5 a.m. when your body wants sleep. Discipline pushes one more rep when your arms shake. Discipline forces you to study when distractions scream. Discipline builds when emotions collapse. You don't need hype. You need standards. Raise them. Raise the standard for how you show up. Raise the standard for your habits. Raise the standard for your excuses. No more, I'll try. You will. No more, I hope. You execute. No more, maybe someday. Today. You are not weak. You are undisciplined. And undisciplined can be fixed. You are not behind. You are inconsistent. And inconsistency can be corrected. You are not incapable. You are distracted. And distraction can be eliminated. You don't need a new personality. You need a new pattern. You don't need more information. You need more action. You don't need confidence first. Confidence is built through kept promises to yourself. Every time you say you'll do something and you don't, you chip away at your identity. Every time you follow through, you reinforce power. Discipline is self-respect in action. Imagine this version of you. The one who does what needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. The one who trains when tired, studies when bored, builds when doubted, executes when scared. That person isn't special. They're decided. And you can decide right now. Not tomorrow. Not Monday. Now. Decide that your feelings no longer control your future. Decide that discomfort is your training ground. Decide that self-doubt is just noise. You don't argue with noise. You move through it. Here's the truth nobody tells you. The life you want is on the other side of the habits you avoid. Read that again in your mind. The body you want. The mind you want. The respect you want. The success you want. It's hiding inside repetition. Boring. Uncelebrated it. Daily repetition. Greatness is not built in intensity bursts. It's built in disciplined days. And disciplined days turn into disciplined months. Disciplined months turn into unstoppable years. I know you're tired. I know you've started before and stopped. I know you've promised yourself change before. I know you've been disappointed in your own inconsistency. But hear me. Your past lack of discipline does not define your future capacity for it. You are not your previous failures. You are one decision away from a new identity. And identity is everything. Years from now, there will be two versions of you. One who said, I could have, but I didn't. And one who says, I'm proud I didn't quit. Which one are you building today? Because destiny is not random. It is earned in silence. In early mornings. In late nights. In unseen effort. In uncomfortable repetition. Self-discipline is not punishment. It is freedom. Freedom from regret. Freedom from weakness. Freedom from mediocrity. And once you master yourself, no one can control you. No one can outwork you. No one can intimidate you. You become dangerous. Dangerous to doubt. Dangerous to limitation. Dangerous to the version of you that once played small. This is your moment. Not because everything is perfect. Not because fear disappeared. But because you're done negotiating with your potential. Stand up internally. Breathe. And decide. From this day forward, you keep promises to yourself. You show up when it's hard. You execute without applause. You build without permission. You are not waiting anymore. You are becoming. And if you commit, truly commit, there is no ceiling above you. Only growth. Only strength. Only evolution. The disciplined version of you is not a fantasy. It's your destiny. Now go earn it.